Hey, what's good, y'all? Okay, look, got my dog Jerry with me. So we wanted to jump on here today and go live real quick and talk to you guys just because we've been working this deal with Contessa, and it's her first deal. And this thing is, I just got off of the Zoom call last night at 9 o'clock with the son, okay? Because I had to jump in and clean it back up for her, which is cool. That's part of being a student. So I just wanted to get on here and talk with Jerry because she called Jerry right away. So Jerry, you can say what's up to the people, man, and tell us what happened when she called you. What was that all like or whatever?
Oh, wow. So essentially, in the midst of this huge deal, so Contessa gives me a call and she's like, Jerry. I'm like, well, what's going on? Contessa like, calm down, talk to me. Like, give me the highlights of what the deal is. And she's like, man, so I got this client and, I talked to him on the porch and they let me in the house. I'm like, they let you in the house? Yeah, they let me in the house and I did my seller presentation and he gave me all the information I asked him for. Again, we had to reel it back in a little bit just to get some pictures of what the whole story was that was going on with this deal, Gene.
So when she called you though, she said they had let her in the house. Had they already agreed when she called you or what was that? Where was she at in the deal?
So from what I was getting an understanding from Contessa is that they had agreed to move forward with the process, being that she must have at some point, y'all, she must have been able to get across her counseling and credibility, right? Because at no point is the client going to give you this information that we need to move the ball forward. You've asked specific questions.
Right.
So that's key.
Okay, so and real quick, I want to show this house real quick so people know what we're talking about here because listen, it's Saturday in the afternoon. Me and Jerry got shit we could be doing. But this house, look at this house, y'all. What the? Now, when I seen then, that's when I understood why Jerry was so hyped. Look at this thing. And it's not going to cost us a penny out of our own pocket. Not out of our own pocket. That doesn't mean it doesn't cost any money, just not out of our own pocket. So Contessa hits Jerry up. She's like, yeah, they agreed. They let me in the house. She knocked on their door. So what we're going to do today is just to give us some guidance here. We're going to go over the GoGetter Family's 16 principles of success. Me and Jerry are going to talk about how those worked out in the deal, right? What that meant. So the principle of success. Number one, these are the GoGetter Family's principles of success. Number one, organizing details and putting a plan of action together. It is imperative that you put together your first 3 steps of action once your specific knowledge has reached the appropriate level. So talk to me about that and what that means for this situation, Jerry. How'd that play out?
Well, back it up to the first 3 specific steps of action. So, before she could ever go to that door or get on the plane to leave from Texas to go to Illinois to even knock on that door, there's some things that she had to do. And it starts with understanding a couple of principles. So for one, she got to have a problem, right? It has to have a problem that she has to solve, right? So she identified what that was. And then of course the property, the address, the deal is, what was it about? Like, what's the situation, right? And then that individual with understanding who is it that I'm talking to, right? And then looking at the situation, seeing if it's tenable and making sure it falls within the parameters of what we do on a daily basis. So before she can ever get on that plane to get to Illinois, she had to know what that was. It's not, listen, we're not showing up at someone's door not prepared. First things first.
So yes, absolutely. So talking about success principle number 1, organizing details and putting a plan of action together. So when I talked to Contessa, this is what I took from it, because I asked her a couple of questions as soon as she told me, like, she door knocked and they're moving forward with the process, and they hadn't agreed to sell it. The dad was talking about he wanted $1 million at that point, but not no more. Anyway, I asked her, I said, well, so you must have said your power statement to him. She was like, oh yeah. I said, okay, did you have your seller presentation? She flipped that thing on me because she was on her phone on the Zoom. Yeah, she flipped it. She's like, it's right here. So I was like, okay, so she was prepared, right? So that's what that meant. Like, she was prepared, she had her tools, and then she said too during the inner circle session that she had studied the 4 Ps, the ACEs system, and that's all she kept thinking was credibility, right? Counseling, and then education portion. So she was prepared.